Hello? Hello? Are we live? Are we live? I think we're live. Alrighty. Okay. So here's the deal. I have taken over Arkifer's channel for the day. This is not Arkifer in the slightest, okay? It's just some random individual. Okay? That is just the deal. Let me run through where these hold. So, sacrifices? What is this guy up to? What is this? Alrighty, well, I suppose I should run through these anyway. Who are you? Zero. Well, I suppose you're first here. I don't know what this here conclave is, but, you know, we'll ignore that, but, you know, you've been first 2 times, so good job on that. A lonely sacrifice. What is this guy up to with sacrifices? I don't get it. Sherry. A minor sacrifice. I suppose that's good. I mean, I've been hunting this Arkifer guy. Alright, he's a weird cult thing going on. Yeah, you have any pointers to him? I don't know. Anyways. Hello, this Flame Spirit 99. I think... Do I need to hire an exorcist? A left sacrifice. I don't know what this means. Artie and Phoebe, thank you for the knobby, and... What is this? A sophistic? What is this doohickey you've given? I don't get it. Queen. Suppose you've given a dependent What is with y'all in these sacrifices? You've done these so many times. You're praising the investigator, I'll take it. Flair, there's a spiffy sacrifice, I'll take it too. Shima. A plastic sacrifice, I see. XZ, there's XZ? XZQOJK? I'll take this important sacrifice. I suppose it'll be useful for my investigation. Hello everyone. Alright. 99, I see. Alexa, what are those numbers at the end of your name? I don't get it. The live you know, this might be a hint. Hello, Faye Gatsby. A frozen sacrifice? I suppose I could thaw this out. What have I done with I'm looking for Arkifer. I don't know where he is. Just go left at the Moon River, and then you go up the hill both ways, and then you do a backflip on Mars, you'll find Arkifer. No. He's close by. I can feel it. Alright, but I'll stick around these parts till I find him. Hello, Strawberry Calf 83. Are you the 83rd calf? Is this how this works? A dishonest sacrifice? Why would you do such a thing? Why would you be dishonest? Your numbers mean nothing? Why is that? Nobody's Hero 6. What do you mean nobody's here? I can see you're right there. You made a palatable sacrifice. Anyways. Seems that Arkifer is not here at the moment, but that's okay. We can wait around. And in the meantime, I plan on doing some sketching. Some doodling, if you will. We'll find him. We'll get him. What do you call me, stranger? I don't know. I don't really have a title. I take whatever the wind gives me, so, you know what, you guys can come up with a name for me. I'll go by that moniker. Oh, he can tell the future? Can he now? I didn't realize he had future sight. Is this one of those demonic abilities? He knew you was gonna be sick. Now why is that? Why were you gonna be sick? Demon Capri. It seems I do need to hire an exorcist. There's a lot of devils around these parts. Oh, stranger? I'll be stranger then. It's common sense to be like that. Thank you for these head pats. I appreciate it, Shiririki. No, you're friendly? Can you tell me where Arkifer is? I'm hunting him down, dead or alive. There's a bounty out for him. I'm trying to take him out. I had to, stranger. I tip you as well. I'm in disguise, if you can't tell. Well, yeah. Hello, Nagu Meep. I appreciate this immaculate sacrifice. Though I don't know why you keep sacrificing things to this, this strange demon that you all seem to follow. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? I don't seem to get it. I don't seem to understand. He's hiding from you. Now why is that? Well, we'll find him eventually. You don't know where Arky is? He's probably doing good demon things. I don't know. He might not be. I'm not too sure. He's quite the devious individual. Can be a little silly, even at the cost of others. You hear me? Why is he wanted? For demonic crimes, and his illegal use of star magic. Loves lemons, so look for him around the local produce section. I will check that out. I'll check that out. I need to find more intel on this guy. One day he'll be free again. Unfortunately, you've all made the pact. Your soul is bound to him. But I'll do what I can to free you all. The evidence against him? I have plenty. I can't show it to you. You are all, conspicuous. What soul? One of the 99 you have. My crime? In the moon, totally? I'll have to check out the moon after this, then. Objection? What are you objecting, Flare X? If that even is your real title. Evidence is a legend? That's not how this works. Right now, this is not an official court of law. I'm just hunting down Arkifer. He needs to go down. You have no proof? I don't have proof I can show you at this moment. After all, you are all simply witnesses to Arkifer's crimes, and he must go. There's no reason to be down, then he might be up. I have to take him down, though. Alrighty. But in the meantime, while I wait to find him, I will be simply taken over for now. Alright, you will be under my protection and jurisdiction. Oh, yeah? Right's Constitution says you do, and that is in fact the truth. However, you have evidence, but you don't. I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna be showing it to likely conspirators with Arkifer. However, you are all my best lead. Right? And you say you don't have a soul? Alrighty then. I'm curious. Don't mess with Arky. I'm afraid I'll have to. Unfortunately, you're not gonna be stopping me. Bunk! It's a mighty powerful hammer you have there, Quinn. Unfortunately, that's not gonna work out for you. Hello, Black Girl, 2072. Wait, sorry, what's it? What would that be? 20,072? Hello. A zigzag second. That's quite a unique one you got there. Your soul is sick? Yes, that is because you're following Arkifer. Brownie was allowed in? So he's reigning over. I see. If you point me in the direction of your college, then I'd be happy to deal with the Arkifer problem. But hello, Black Girl. How are you doing today? I'm currently on the hunt for Arkifer. He seems to frequent these parts, but unfortunately, he doesn't seem to be here. Hello, Rosa Midnight. A tinted sacrifice. I'll take it. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Or, what Arkifer does with any of these. You have tears in your eyes? I don't know why you have tears. This is a legitimate investigation to find Arkifer right now. He's not here. I'll wait around. It's okay. And the other thing is he's innocent. You see, that's just the brainwashing talking. I'll save you all. I'll save your souls. Don't worry. Alright guys, here in the here is hot. Oh, California. Ugh, that's unfortunate already. I'm just waiting for the earthquakes to turn you all into just a separate island. It'll be better for the rest of the country. He's 100% guilty. I agree. Arkifer is 100% guilty. After all, he is the most wanted. 101%. I agree. Very, very true. He needs to go. That is all I will say. I will capture him, and I will free you from being bound to him. Georgia or something? That is understandable. Never had a soul anyway? How does he control you all to stay here? I don't get it. Hold on a second, I need... Alright. Thank you, Flame Spirit 99, for taking care of that no-gooder. Alright, I appreciate it. You just shot him just point blank through that skull of his. You see, that's what I need to do with Arkifer, alright? For like 2 years. 2 years! He's an okay guy? I doubt it. He raised the price of Bonk? How dare he? Alright. In fact, I think he needs to lower that price, so his skull can be caved in. Don't you understand? Arkifer needs to go. So I stay here? I see. What a freak. That Arky guy. Absolute freak. No, nothing like Rex. I see. Your soulless being. Alright. I see. That's why you're here? I see. You're like a guardian spirit. That makes sense. I understand it now. I see the relationship forming here. How this community of his, or as I believe he likes to call it, his cult of the stars. I don't understand it much myself, personally, but hey, that's just how it be. Sure, it's nice. I groomed it myself. It's you know, it's very good genetics. Very good genetics. That's all I have to say. Well, here to charge blows up his house in Minecraft. Exactly. It needs to go. That devil shouldn't have a place to live. He needs to be on the run constantly. Don't you understand? He needs to be brought down. But yeah. Anyways, I suppose I'll be, in the meantime, I shall be drawing, while I wait for Arkifer to potentially appear. Not a guarantee, but I'll be staking out around here for the next 2 hours or so, before I head on out and continue on my quest. Brownies about burning the house down? Well, if you keep an eye on the oven, you should be good. Don't put anything unnecessary in there that will cause any melting or any explosions, and you should be fine. Just make sure you set your oven to the proper temperature. Or an air fryer. I hear those are mighty popular nowadays. You see, back in my day, they didn't really have air fryers. It was a relatively new phenomenon. Wolf in sheep's clothing? I see. Back in my day, that was mighty popular. I heard they made a remake of that song. It wasn't half bad. They tend to burn things. That's understandable. A hat on top, perhaps. Let's see if I have any hats in my backpack over here. How old are you? Well, that's up to you to figure out. After all, I'm hunting Arkifer. He's an old demon. He needs to be brought down. Well, let's see if I have any hats I can put on to hide my appearance even better. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, everyone. Let's see, what do we have to work with here? Let's see. Beverage. Is that a Dr. Pepper? I heard that stuff is like catnip for Arkifer. Well, I don't think he might be out of range for it. It's your birthday, Shima? Happy birthday to you. What's my favorite soda? Personally, I'm a Pepsi drinker. I don't want to be one of those Coke drinking folk. Pepsi is by far the superior soda. Though back where I'm from, they call it pop. Soul's been gone? I see. So I haven't been collecting souls. I see. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Queen Minor. It's not your birthday. Why is everyone saying happy birthday then? I don't understand. Let's see. Do we have any good hats to work with here? There's a helmet. There's some more mustaches, nightcaps. I believe we don't really have any hats to work with. I have a Santa hat, but that seems a bit out of season currently. I see you lurking there, Rosa. No, Western? Good English. I'm a Western man. I'm from the Midwest. I'm a big fan of putting ranch on a lot of fried goods. I have spare mustaches should my natural one be damaged. Ranch and butter, exactly. Is what you need. Is the way to live your life. It's how you live a happy and healthy lifestyle. Is there interest on? Are you one of them Germans? Is that what this is? Ah, I see it's a well-stocked fridge. Huh. To keep you all fed? It seems so. Yeah, there's an eye patch. Clown nose, but we don't need that for this. You see, I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of this drink, chat. I'm a big fan of Beppis. Highly recommend it personally. But we can yeah, we can leave that down over here. We can leave that, you know, by our side, I believe. We can put it over. Yeah, where do we want to put this? You know, it can be, you know, we can store it like right around here. Yes, we can do this. All right. Well, we'll keep this here. I see. Very interesting. What if I'm Arky? I wouldn't know. I feel like my soul would need to be shunted from my body to figure that one out. You know, if he's hiding, he might, you know. Well, I don't know. I think there's only one soul inside of me. Du bist eine Deutsche. Ah. Sehr gut. This right here, favorite drink. Alright, love me some Beppis. Big fan of it personally. But let's see if we have anything else to work with around here. We have the dancing pudding. I don't know if you'd want that around here. DP is better. What is this DP? Is that Dr. Pepper I hear? I heard Arkifer is a big fan of that. However, I don't agree with that sentiment. It's just wrong. I don't believe there's that many Dr. Pepper likers in the world. However, they are ravenous. They are rabid fans of that stuff. Alright, that drinking it is just straight chemicals. I'm not a fan of it personally. Your soul is being. I see. Interesting to hear. Hello, Ender Cookie 09? A witty sacrifice, I see. How did he convince you to do these? How did this Arkifer guy convince you to do all these sacrifices? I'm not too sure. Quite interesting, though. It's quite interesting. I've been doing this for a long time, it seems. Well, I'm quite intrigued. Guys, should we check out your Vgen? I don't have a Vgen, personally. However, I'm aware this Artifer fellow does in fact have a Vgen. So, if you wish to help me on my investigation, I recommend you begin following him there, and perhaps an easier paper trail will be easier to discover him. Alright, he appears to be making, as it seems here, PNG tubers. I'm not too sure what those are. Emotes and badges for chat, as well as generalized character art for any of your characters. Why do I look like Arky? What better way to find Arky than try and become Arky and get in that mindset? That's what led me here. Does that not make sense? Hello, barbecue bacon burger. Hello. I'm not Arky. They're calling me the stranger. This is it's just simply a natural mustache. Yeah. You're gonna go sleep? Understandable. If you ever come up with any leads with Arkifer, do tell. Oh, Minecraft is cool. It is. Minecraft is a neat game, from what I've heard. Gute Nacht. You can call me the stranger, the detective, whatever you prefer, honestly. I think that's the best way to handle things. What are them raccoons over there? Why are they green? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What weird creatures. What has Arkifer done to them? You understand? Why are you looking for him? He's wanted for many crimes. He must be brought down. After all, his powers, they're not his. They weren't his to begin with. I need to find him and return those powers to their rightful owner. You're a sheriff or something? You can call me a detective. Arkifer is the raccoon? Nah, there's too many raccoons here to be Arkifer. That doesn't make much sense. It seems you were excited, Queen. If you turned into a raccoon, that may make things a little bit, more difficult to find. He might be out in them woods. I'll have to look around there. I heard raccoons like washing their food, so maybe he's out doing that. You tip your hat? I appreciate it, good sir. You're excited, I see. It's good to keep that in mind. What is that in the corner over there? You're drawing. Oh, very neat. You all see that little lady in the corner? Who is she? She's also kind of stuck in place. I don't know who she is. Do you think she has any answers? There's so many. Why are they all green? Why are they green? I don't get it. Hex maniac? Is she evil or something? Your local goth girl? I see. Is she meant to be stuck there? What has Arkifer done to her? Has he captured her? Is here your wanted posters? Ah, so I see you're hunting for Arkifer as well. If you ever get any leads. So she consenting? I see. Well, I tip my glasses to you, madam. Go on with your day. Alrighty. But it seems I'm not sure where this Arkifer guy is. There, I see. Or to promote his channel. Why are you doing the devil's work for him? If he wants to grow his cult, he should be able to do it himself. An ad is taking you hostage. Ugh. I see. That fool is even making money off of you all. What a greedy boy. You're a college student and you gladly get rid of people, I understand. I understand the feeling. You got 4 ads. That's ridiculous. Preposterous, even. But, welcome back, Rosa. I saw you observing in the corner. But like I said, I'm hunting down Arkifer. I don't know where he is, but I'll be finding him. You got 4 ads as well. What a greedy guy. What a greedy individual. Anyways, I believe I should be addressing you all as chat, from what I've been told from my investigations. So, chat, do we have any plans? Do we have any plans to take down Arkifer? How do we capture him? Because I'm not too sure myself. You don't pay him because I was described by someone else. I see. And you want people in maid dresses. What an interesting use of your money. But I won't judge. Use your names? Alright, Rosa_Midnight. Is that what you prefer? Though it might be mighty difficult to address everyone all at once. Which is why I'm told that the collective term I should be using is chat. Is that correct? Ah, I see you have the ability to boop each other. You have a cake, XZQOJK. That's mighty delicious. I'm a big fan of cake myself. He's weak to snow cones. Huh, I'll keep that in mind. Now, just your first name, Rosa? I'll keep that in mind then, Rosa. A banana peel? That's mighty rude of you. I suppose these head pats are comforting. I'll just simply shorten your title down to Burger, if that is okay. Sure, he's weak to snow cones, but he's never had one. I see. I believe that makes sense as a weakness. Plus, if he tried to wash it in his raccoon form, it would just simply get washed away. It would melt. That is fine. I'll keep that in mind then. Alright, so we have snow cones. Alright, this is a diabolical. Alright, we need... Thank you for the praise, I suppose, Miss Queen Minor. I will take it. Alright, so we have... Apologies, my drawing skills are not very good. Alright, it looks more like an ice cream cone. Alright, we have the snow cone as a possible way to take down Arkifer. What else do we got? What else do we got out here? Do we have any other plans to take down this Arkifer fella? Because he needs to be going down. And I need to weaken his powers. Otherwise, it'll be a mighty brutal fight. And I don't know if I'll be able to make it in the end. He's weak to limes. I see. Look at limes in here. Though I suppose it looks like any other citrus. He loves lemons but hates limes. I see. I'll keep that in mind. Cotton candy dissolves in water. It does in fact do that. We can use your cake as a trap. What sort of cake does this Arkifor fella like? It's important. Got a lime. Well, what type of cake do you got? If it's vanilla, I do want to eat that and take a slice personally. I'm a big fan of vanilla. Alright, Rosa, I appreciate you lurking. He's easily sidetracked when you see him mention something random. There's a good chance he'll become distracted long enough for you to catch him. I see. What kind of topics we talking here? How can I distract him? Alright, we'll write down this. Alright, we'll put this in question marks. We don't know for sure. There's like chocolate, I see. We can write down chocolate. Or let's draw a really scope chocolate bar. We can go with this. Chocolate. Another reason to not like this fella. He likes chocolate cake. Vanilla is clearly the superior cake flavor. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say there. So, I don't know how we combine all of this. Perhaps. I'm not sure how well this could work. However, we could distract him by making him begin to speak about the Hershey's Company town. There's an interesting history there. Perhaps we do that. If we get him rambling, about it. We'll do some damage. He's a demon. He might be immune to fire for all we know. But Fireball is still nonetheless an idea, and we will take it. Alright, we'll just draw it like this, shall we? Alright, we'll do that. Yeah, that's 5 if I've ever seen anything. You saw the Pepsi? This is actually Beppis. Pepsi's good and all, but Beppis is actually quite superior. Anyways, and much cheaper since it is, technically speaking, it is a knockoff brand. However, it's quite delicious in my opinion. If you want to know what the Nectar of the Goth is, the Nectar of the Goth. Nectar of the Gods is Beppis right here. But a goth girl, I'll definitely get him. I mean, there is this goth girl over here in the corner, from what I can see. I hope the young miss is okay. She hasn't seemed to move a bit. Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper is really just a bunch of chemicals. I'm not a huge fan of it. In Majors, he will lose 17% of his power. That might be just enough. It seems I'll have to draw it. I'll figure that out. Well, it seems I can bait him out with some Dr. Pepper, and then, while I get him distracted by making him talk about the history of chocolate of some sorts, I can get him in a maid dress. And only then, maybe I will have a shot of taking him down. Does it seem like a foolproof plan? To us, chat? I think this is the beginning of something great. We need more. I agree. We do. We absolutely need more. An arc in a maid dress. Let's just do a really rough sketch. Shoot him. I could, but I don't know what type of bullet. Do I need a silver bullet, or what do I infuse it with? Don't underestimate the Arky. I won't. He's been evading me for years. More powerful as a cat may dress? Perhaps. I feel like there might be too much going on with like the ears and tail. It might be a lot. We kill his raccoon brothers. He is not a fan of that from what I've heard. You totally don't already have a drawing of that. I see. Interesting. Wait till is Dr. Pepper and lose stamina. You're right. So here's what I'm thinking we do. Alright, here's what I'm thinking we do. We need to alright, let's put this away. Alright. We need to get a bear trap. Alright? We need a bear trap. We need a PNG of a bear trap real quick. Alright, we can illustrate this plan. That I have cooking up in my noggin right now. Alright, so we'll grab this. Hear me out. Bear trap is good. Well, let's see. Do we have anything for a raccoon trap? Let me look around, see if I can find anything. Raccoon trap? Oh, we do have some good stuff. You're right. Thank you for helping me out there. So, we grab this feller here. All right. We have this feller here. Put him down. All right. Man, well, I was in his raccoon form. It is just a box. It is in fact just a box, but there's a little trigger mechanism here that'll we'll slide the cage around him, and then boom, it'll be caught. Then, here we need to do the most genius ploy of all. We'll grab a Dr. Pepper. All right, we'll grab a Dr. Pepper, canned whatever. I've heard there's this coconut flavored Dr. Pepper. Might be interested in trying that. How many chocolate chips is too many? Depends. How many chocolate? What's the amount of stuff you're adding it to? I'm assuming those for them brownies, correct? Honestly, put in as many as you want. The raccoon in a maid costume would be crazy funny drawn, I suppose. Perhaps you could convince him to draw that with a payment on his Vgen. I'm sure he'd be happy to do that and negotiate them prices. I definitely feel like enough, and then add a second cup. Alrighty. So now that we have this Dr. Pepper, alright, we gotta get him to cross in through here and get it to this Dr. Pepper. You see? We'll entice him with a new flavor. You think that's a good idea? Do you think that's a good idea, chat? As they say, ooh, you found a snickerdoodle, Queen Miner. That's a good cookie right there. Alright, what are these settings here? Yeah, that looks like that Dr. Pepper's really in there, huh? New flavor's bad? Well, it'll be too late by that point. And if it's bad, we can have a little bit of fun with that, yeah? My mustache looks fantastic. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy to groom it, so it looks nice. Very nice. It won't work if it's bad. It'll be too late by that point. And the thing is going to be just a regular Dr. Pepper. We're going to be lacing it with citrus. Because I've heard that Arkifer, he's not a big fan of citrus. Just judging by the fact he don't like limes. Can I cut it off? No. I prefer not to cut off this mustache. It took me a long time. Lime, he just doesn't like lime. I see lemons, I see. Well, lime is perfect because you put the lime in the coconut and you mix it all up. You see? It's a very, very large brain strategy. It has to be like juice. We can absolutely combine them together. It'll work out, believe me. Yeah, it has to be lime juice, I believe. Red or blue? I've been always partial to red myself, so I will say red. Is that a good idea? Do you think? Do you believe that to be a good idea? I don't know if you do, but I will go with what my heart says. I think this is the way we need to go. Alrighty. I'm betting it all on red. Oh yeah. So this is the plan. Alright. We will lure him in his raccoon form. Once I find him, who knows, he might be out in the wilderness of California, as they say. Time to lose a duel? Have you considered just turning it around and winning anyways? Informs to get the soda from the cage. I don't know. Do you think he's smart enough to do that? His arm might not be long enough. You will now? I see. We'll simply need to figure out a way to keep him from transforming back into his humanoid form, so he doesn't gain a humanoid stature, and gain access to those opposable thumbs of his. After all, this fella, he needs to be going down. I don't know how I'm gonna find him in the wilderness of California. He might be in a more urban area if he's taken over a college. But, we'll figure that out. Alright, that is simply a later problem that we will be having to deal with. But I think we can figure this one out. Don't we agree here? Chat, as they say. And then, once he's inside, straight into a game of Pokemon Showdown. I don't believe I have an account on Pokemon Showdown. Am I fair? No. You may just call me the stranger or the detective. Whatever you prefer between the two, I guess. I suppose I could join this Pokemon Showdown, and I could be doing that, though I'm not sure how Twitch would appreciate me doing so. I'm not too well versed in these game mechanics of Pokemon, but I can give it my best shot. Detective Stranger, hello. I suppose you can call me that. That's perfectly fine. Detective Stranger. It has a nice ring to it. Dr. Stranger, no, I'm not a doctor. I am not board certified to be a doctor. I learned some CPR for training purposes, but that is all. That's mainly so I can, keep my witnesses alive should they be incapacitated and require some medical attention. However, beyond that, I am not qualified to heal someone. Does that make sense? Are we clear on that? Detective doesn't have the shortened version of doctor, you see. I'm more of an investigator. I work for the Pinkertons. Have you heard of him? Makes sense? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you see, the more common abbreviation for detective is just a DET. So it would be more like DET dot and then stranger. You understand me now? You understand? Do we get it? I hope we understand. I hope we're on a similar intellectual playing field when I say this sort of thing. I hope this is making sense. You are a burger? I see. I'll keep that in mind. I see you are a bacon burger, to be specific. Is that your favorite kind of burger? How much bacon is on you, burger? Out of curiosity. Are we going with like 3 strips of bacon? 2? Or are we going with a dastardly one? Or perhaps, are we going even further beyond? To 4? Or even 5? No. 6. However much I want, I don't know how much I want. You're a procrastinator? Now why are you a procrastinator? That's no good. What are you procrastinating on? What work are you avoiding doing? Why would you be doing that? That's no good. That's no good at all. Packing. I see you're moving. Did that Arkifer fellow make you move? Is that it? You're procrastinating all of your math homework. That's no good. What would your professors think? I mean, if they were here right now, that would be a good confession to make. Unfortunately, I cannot defend you. So I believe you should be getting to that math homework of yours. At least while you're listening to me, you should get some to it. Arkifer made you, more of a reason to take him down. However, I think at the rate you're going, you're still gonna need to be packing, so maybe you should hop to it. It will be out of Arkifer's range then. Hello! I'm sorry, I'm not too familiar with all these new people here. Hello, is this Zuxu is Cade? How are you doing today? I'm hunting Arkifer, if you couldn't tell. A monumental sacrifice, that's mighty impressive. Though I'm not sure why you'd be giving something so monumental to Arkifer. You've done this for a week, I see. Do you perchance know where this Arkifer fella is? I'm looking for him, I can't find him. I have no clue. The best lead I have is that he's either on the moon or in California. And out of those places I would not rather go to. However, it's a lot easier to get to California than to the moon. Well, I'm a Texan now. I'm no Texan, I'm from the Midwest. I say ope, and I put ranch and butter on everything. Don't you understand that? You can call me Detective Stranger, as this chat here you coined the term. Exactly. I am indeed looking for Arkifer. He needs to go down. You know, he's been causing people to move, you know, mind controlling people into joining his cult, and he has stolen powers that I need to be returning to their rightful owner. Fortunately, I can't do that without finding him, and you guys are my best lead. So far, we've come up with this plan, where we lure him in his raccoon form, with a coconut, lime, Dr. Pepper. Was legal cool? I don't believe it was legal. Mind control is a mighty bad thing after all. I would not recommend it. I would not like to be under the effects of mind control. That sounds mighty bad to me personally. I'm not a big fan of that. So do you see the issue here? Legal consent was given, I suppose. However, taking control of someone's mind, that's a no-no. That is a no-no. Especially with demonic law and whatnot. That's no good. Even if consent is given. That is breaking many pacts the humans and the demons have had. So therefore, you cannot go through with that. And I need to find him so he can be brought before a court and, you know, suffer for the crimes he's caused against both demon and humankind. You see where I'm going with this? This is why Arkifer must be brought down. So, we have the basics of a plan here. You're free from ads? That dastardly individual, he's making more money off of you than I can possibly fathom. This is no good. There's no good at all, in the slightest. I'll need to figure out where this money's heading towards. Perhaps that will give me another clue. Mastermind of this is the ads? True. That very well may be the case. For Archie with soda and dumplings, I might also have fault. You will also have to be taken in for questioning. But that's only if I find him. It's headed to Dr. Pepper. That's the only valid explanation. Towards a new PC. So he'll have an easier time taking over the minds of more, innocent individuals. Now we can't have that. I only need to confiscate his cash at some point. But that's only if I can find where he's storing it. Do you all understand me? Do you all believe that to make sense? I hope it makes some sense. I think it does. But this is the plan we have so far. It's not the best, but it's something. It's better than no lead at all. So we can do this, and then once he's in the trap, we distract him even further. Alright? And then we can sedate him. And then after that, you know, we get him sent off to a court, and then boom. And there, we'll have him appear in a maid dress. Therefore, he'll have a harder time attacking everyone in a court of law. And there he can properly be sentenced for his crimes and be banished from this plane. That's the way we're gonna handle it. Now, does that make sense? Are we all in understanding here? Chat. Do we get it? Are we all good? I hope this makes some sense. Cause I don't know what else what else to do with the fella. God must pay for his crimes. No. What are we unclear on here, Shima and Gabe? Why are there so many raccoons here? I don't understand. I don't get it. There's a lot of raccoons. It's a little bit concerning. I will not lie. So it's a wee bit concerning. See, okay, you're just gonna keep him safe. The food and brownies are almost done. I see. We're not paying attention to everything. Unfortunate. Well, I'll run through the plan once more. Okay? What we're gonna do here is capture Arkifer inside this raccoon trap. Alright? We have a Dr. Pepper with coconut flavoring, and we're mixing in some lime juice as well, because that's his weakness. And in that state, he'll be weakened. And then from there, we will sedate him and put him in a maid dress. And then he'll appear in a court of law, and finally, be banished from this plane for eternity. He needs to go down, after all. And this is the best way to do it. You just zone back in. Oh boy. Alright, we'll take it from the top again. So, with this raccoon trap we got here, we'll go into the forests of California. Alrighty? And then in each of these traps here, we will put in a Dr. Pepper with coconut flavoring. And we'll mix it in with some lime juice to weaken him. And then once he goes inside this raccoon trap, the limes will weaken him, and we'll promptly sedate him. The next thing he'll know is he'll be awakened in a court of law, wearing a maid dress to further hamper his powers. And then from there, he will be tried and banished from this plane of existence. That is the way we'll be going about this. Alrighty, makes sense. You got some fruit juice. What you got there? You got some apple juice? We're talking cranberry? Or is it like... I mean, technically speaking, mine is a sort of fruit juice. It's just fermented, so there's more alcoholic content in there. Strawberry. I see. Personally, I'm not a strawberry fan. Never have been. I've been more of a cranberry juice fella, but I don't drink it that often. An oatmeal raisin cookie? Oatmeal raisin cookies? They aren't real cookies. If you want a real cookie, you have to go with the classic chocolate chip. Big fan of those. Those are very good. You're booping the stranger. I see. I suppose I will take this as a kindness, Queen Minor. I suppose I'll take it. Frosted sugar cookies are also quite good. I agree. You can type? Indeed. With the lizard is... Where did you get this lizard? I'm rather confused on that front. But hey. It wasn't painful, so it's fine. It's a-okay. Alright, I'll allow it this time. Is that fine? Is that what we call good between the two of us, Queen? Queen Minor? I hope so. I hope we can call it good. So, that's the plan we got. How can we expand on this, though? How can we expand on this plan? Yes, that's fine. Good to hear. So, that's plan one. We need more plans, though. This is good for his raccoon form, but his humanoid form, a little questionable. You've booped me with another chatter. I see. I suppose I'll allow it, Ender Cookie. Should I just call you Ender? Is that okay? You know, just to make sure. I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear on this. I hope we understand. But yes, this we will simply designate as Plan A. I think that's the best way to go about it and handle this sort of situation. So we'll dub the Plan A. It's the only thing that makes sense. We'll do that here. Anything is fine, alrighty. Oh, keep that in mind. Alright. This is Plan A. Now we just need other contingencies should Arkifer escape. Or the raccoon traps don't work. Because if the raccoon traps don't work, well, he's gonna be a whole other beast at that point. It'd be rather concerning, don't we think? Don't we think? No, we should stay in there, methinks. Alrighty. Now, what do we got for a Plan B? I like the chocolate thing we mentioned earlier, and snow cones. We can make something with that. I don't know what. I don't know what we can do there, but we can make something. I think. I'm not too sure personally, but there are some puzzle pieces there, so I'm sure we can get the rest of the picture from that. That makes sense. Are we in understanding? Chocolate snow cones? Is that a thing? That might be a thing. Chocolate snow cones. I suppose they could be. I don't see why not. They are in fact a thing. I will be honest though, chat. It's not the most appetizing looking thing in the world. Will not lie. Well, Leslie, we can grab this one. It seems that the snow cone was made with some chocolate milk, as they say. So let's bring this in. This is what we shall designate as Plan B. Now, how are we going to execute this one? How do we trick Arkifer into going with this over Plan A? Should Plan A fail? So I suppose we'll need to get him out while he's out in the public. You know? If he's out in what we call California, then perhaps we can stand a chance. It is, I believe, hot in California. So naturally he'd want to hydrate himself or get something to cool off. And that's where this comes in. Because we will simply feed him this. But we'll have to disguise it as something else. Perhaps some different flavoring. I'm not too sure. I see a you can't justice. Who are you, fella? I'm looking for Arkifer. Do you perchance know where he is? Try spicy food? Nah, I've heard that one empowers him. Spicy food might be too much. It might be too much. I see. Who is this Justin fella? Are you mighty prominent? Is that what this is? Do you know where Arkifer is? I'm looking for him. He needs to be brought to justice. I need to bring him down, as they say. But yes. Are you lighting a blue piece of toast on fire? A cyan loaf of bread? You're the local bread lord, I see. You know Arkifer well? Do you perchance know his whereabouts? I'm hunting him down. You may call me Detective Stranger. That's what these fine folks in Arkifer's cult have been calling me. He's wanted for many things such as mind control. What's he done this time? There's more. I mean, for one, he started a cult. That's pretty bad. That's no good there. But he's wanted for the stealing of powers. He must be brought to justice so they may be returned properly, and then, therefore, he can be banished from this plane of existence. Something he'd do? Precisely, that's why. He needs to be brought down. I need to take him out. So far, we have two courses of action here. Number 1, we get him in his raccoon form, and with a concoction crafted with lime and a coconut Dr. Pepper, we'll incapacitate him. Plan B involves finding him in his humanoid form while he's perusing around California, his last known whereabouts. And then from there, we get him to ingest this concoction of a snow cone that's been made with chocolate milk. And from there, he will be subdued and will be brought to justice. That is at least the current plan. I'm unsure of how it will pan out, but as long as he is weakened, we maybe will stand a chance against Arkifer. So we will see. We will see. In the meantime, I am waiting around for him to potentially show up. A picture of a character he loves too? Ah, I see. Would you all have any knowledge of that? I'm unawares of too well of a character he may enjoy. Let me peruse his social media presence, and maybe Ellis from Skyline Rim. Now, what is that? Let's find a picture of this Ellis Skyline Rim. Let's see, what do we got here? I see there's a whole wiki for this. I see. Well, we can grab a photo of her from here, it would seem. Let's save this image as. Then, a WebP file. What is that? Back in my day, it was mainly just PNG or JPEG. Let's grab a PNG, shall we? And we'll save that. We'll save that there. And we can just bring this in. Alright, this is the character, I believe. So, we will simply add this photo of Ellis here. That should work. That should work. And you're saying this will bring him on over? I can see the potential. I can see the potential here. I'm unsure how this will actually pan out, but I can see the potential of a plan here. It's all making sense. It's all making sense. I'm slowly developing a more. The brownies are going well so far. That's good to know. That's good to know. If possible, I would absolutely love to have a brownie as well later on. Brownies are quite delicious after all. Let's see. I'm slowly developing a more developed psychological profile for this for this Arkifer. Alex, you got him on your radar? Good. I'll find him. You'll be brought to justice. Not you, specifically, just like the concept of justice in particular. He'll be tried in a court of law. And there he will be found guilty and banished from this plane. Exactly. You seem to understand. You seem to understand. That's good. If the use of magic seals illegal, it is not. Our magical seals are difficult to procure. It is why we're going through more elaborate ways to capture this Arkifer. More modernized methods as well, such as the use of this chocolate milk snow cone. Very intriguing concept to me. I have yet to try something like this, but I suppose it could work. Seals could be hiding him. Potentially. He does have access to powerful magic, however, that would be quite draining to him. I don't know. However, that's just how it is. That is just how it is. We will see how this goes in the end, I suppose. That's the only explanation I got. So, that's a plan B we have set up. Do we have any other ideas to take him out? Alright, to find him. to find him and bring him to justice. Cause that's all I desire. That's all I desire. For him to be brought to justice. For you see, he's done many wrong things, like I've said before. But I suppose if there are any seals out there, well, we'll need to find a way to counteract them. However, I'm pretty sure I have my methods. I have my methods to reinforce this. We can get it all figured out. We can get this figured out. Also, there's gotta be a way out there. There's gotta be a way. Well, if he traps me before you can trap him, well, in that case, I will be what you call dead. That, or I will simply be, inducted into his cult with no memory of who I was before. I doubt he would let me keep my memories. I'm unsure if he has memory manipulation, but a demon like him, yeah, is most likely. It's most likely. That's why I would wish to be successful, because I do not wish to die. However, I'm willing to risk my life to bring him down. Don't you understand? Can't you understand fighting for something for the greater good? For the greater good. That's all I desire. That's all I desire. Perhaps though. There is a chance I will die. So, if your minds are not wiped by the time I will return, that will be good. But if I do die, please remember me. You have all been very kind in trying to help me find this Archifer, and I quite appreciate it. Very, very much. So, do we have any other plans to capture him? We need to catch Archifer in the act. We need to bring him down. We need to make everyone hate Archifer. So, what do we got? We have anything? We can distract him somehow, perchance, but I'm not sure how. I was mentioning there's more characters you like, but I don't know what they'd be, or who they are. So if you do have an idea, I'd love to know. I'd be ecstatic to be given this information. We have this Alice fella. I'm unsure of her, but she seems neat, I suppose. We set up a raccoon party as a trap. I see. Raccoon party. We can do that. We can set up a raccoon party. I need to find these raccoons. I need to find these raccoons for this plan C. Alrighty, let's get this plan on the road, shall we? Alright, we'll add things here. Let me dig around. Let's see if there are any raccoons we can use for this. There has to be something. There has to be something. I mean, why wouldn't there be? It'd be ridiculous if there wasn't. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's see, raccoon. There has to be a raccoon for somewhere here. Yeah, would help with the distracting. I see. Gwen from this Echoes of Arcadia. I see. I'll add her to this thing. I need to find a picture of this Gwen of Echoes of Arcadia. Arcadia, is that any relation to Archifer, or is that completely coincidental? Echoes of Arcadia. Now what is that one about? I'm unsure who this fellow is. I see, I believe this is her. He drew her a lot, I see. I found this one, I believe this is a reference from one Candy Queen. Do you think she would know the whereabouts of Archifer, perchance? But we'll add her here. We'll add her to the bait. We'll add her to the bait. I see. Well, if a Candy Queen does show up, I'll be sure to question her. Alright, we'll add that to Plan B. This will surely bring out Arkifer. I mean, it'd be illogical if it didn't, right? There's no other explanation. Truly. Alrighty, but let me look around for some more raccoons. Perhaps that will help with bringing him out. A raccoon party. Alice and Gwen? Oh yeah? I see. Now what do those two have in common? That would bring out Arkifer. I just don't see the appeal. Personally, I don't get it. But hey, everyone has their own taste. Let's see. Is that a raccoon? That does appear to be a raccoon. Finds them attractive. I mean, I suppose. I don't understand it personally. Those aren't even real women. Alright, these appear to be some raccoons, as they say. Is old, new? I don't understand what this is. But let's bring these raccoons in, shall we? Alright, we have a raccoon. Let's just add a bunch of them. That should be good. Yeah, that should work. So now we just need to duplicate these, and we can have a raccoon party, as they say. I suppose this is a logical way to handle. I mean, what else are you supposed to do when you don't have any leads? You'll just summon a bunch of raccoons, or the guy related to raccoons. It makes sense. It just makes sense, don't it? Alright, we got a raccoon party for Plan C. Plan C. Alrighty. Well, this is certainly a good list we got going over here. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this though. And naturally, for the most effective way to go about this, I feel like we're gonna need to execute a lot of these plans at once, because I think, in theory, we could combine Plan A and Plan C to work in tandem with one another. Perchance. We just have to make sure the actual raccoons don't go for the raccoon trap. Because if they go in the raccoon trap, that's gonna make things mighty difficult. However, with Plan B, that's purely for urban areas. The rest of this, we're gonna have to be out in the woods, realistically, or perhaps in a dumpster at a gasoline station. Maybe in someone's walls. We'll have to see. It depends on where you get these raccoons to have a party. If there's a raccoon party, he might be attracted to that, and then, perchance, we simply just set these traps around the raccoon party. And if we capture all the raccoons, that means we potentially also captured an Arkifer as well. It seems like a very solid plan, don't you think? Don't you think? I'm liking where this is going. Plan B I'm still a bit questionable on, but I suppose it has its merits. It's the only way. It just simply makes sense. Alrighty. We have anything? A Plan D. You think we have anything for a Plan D? Having a fourth contingency would be quite useful, personally, before I head out to war with Arkifer, and I find him. So he must be brought to justice and be banished from this plane of existence, so he can also face his crimes in the demon realm. It's a Soul 9968. Hello, you seem to be quite excited. I'm looking for an Arkifer. Have you seen him around? Are you one of the souls he's captured? And if so, I'm here to try and set you free. However, I can only do that with your assistance, so I can break you all free from Arkifer's control. You will no longer have to be in this cult. I see. A round sacrifice. I mean, I'm sure the sphere could possibly be useful. I'll be storing it as contraband, though. Justice. A married... Did you sacrifice a married couple to this man? Why would you do such a thing? That seems rather excessive, don't you think? I think it's a bit excessive. Part of his soul, but I don't know where he is. I see. Well, could I have that fragment of his soul then, perchance? I may be able to use it to help locate Arkifer. And then he'll be brought to justice. Instructions unclear? That's completely understandable. It makes sense. It just makes sense. I see this is all public to these people on Twitch.tv. I wonder if they will know where Arkifer is. I wonder if they will be curious about our live planning session. Though wherever Arkifer is, he likely does not have access to internet, so we don't need to worry about it. Part of yours for his? Fortunately, that is a no. I need my soul intact. I must be at full power for when I face up with Arkifer in a legendary duel to finally bring him down and bring him to justice. Still after Arky? I'm in fact still after Arky, Rosa. We're coming up with plans to take him down. While you were away, have you thought of anything that may be useful to bring him down? Or at least bring him out of hiding so I can find him. Cause that would be mighty useful, let me tell ya. And you keep that part of your soul. I see. Well, I'll be adding you to a list. I'll be keeping this in mind for future. Alrighty. Well, that is an unfortunate dead end. However, let's see, what else can we do to maybe find Arkifer, bring him out of hiding so he can be brought to justice? Do we have anything else in mind, chatters? Do we have anything in here? Come on, I know you have good noggins. We can think of something together. I mean, what other weaknesses does he potentially have? If I can know that, I can exploit them during a legendary battle against Arkifer. That would be the most ideal thing. Does he have an interest? Hot woman? I believe that's what Plan B entails with this Alice girl and this Gwen that he seems to be attracted to. I suppose he also has an interest in goth women, judging by, the little lady in the corner we have here. But I'm unsure of that. That may be a viable route to go down. Are there any goth IHOPs in the state of California? Do we know that for sure? Do we know that for certain? Are there any goth IHOPs? I believe that is how how things get broken down. Is it goth IHOPs or goth Applebee's? I forget. I'm a little forgetful with my age. Do we know? Do we have any idea of this, chatters? Does any of this make any sense? Perhaps he could be found there, and then perchance he may be rummaging around with those garbage cans. Raccoonifer plushies? Unfortunately, I've not seen any out in the market. I think those only exist in an imaginary space. So unfortunately, those are not a resource we'll be able to, actively utilize. Perhaps in the future at one point. Unfortunately, right now, I don't believe he's a big enough threat for where Raccoonifer plushies have been manifesting in the real world. Unless you fans have been creating some. I've heard rumors that there are, or at least there are, two Raccoonifer plushies out there. Well, sort of. That makes sense. Does that make sense? Perhaps I'll have to investigate this Discord server of his. Perchance there are answers there too. I have no clue personally. But we'll see. But the Raccoonifer plushies, I don't know. I wish you crocheted too. I see. That might be what the rumors were referring to. That makes sense. Well, I understand. But we'll find him. You could make another plushie. You could. Maybe that'll bring him out. If that is the case, we could find him. That may be the way to go. At least I like to think it is. I'm unsure. Do we think this is a viable route? We make some raccoon fur plushies. I suppose I need to find a photo of them, and we can bring him out that way. All the people tell you in chat. Well, from what I've heard, Arkifer has a weakness for Dr. Pepper. He's quite attracted to that. He's weak against limes. His power will be reduced by, I believe, 17 whole percentage points if we put him in a maid dress. And beyond that, snow cones, he's weak with that, and combine with chocolate. Oh boy. Blood Red Egress 83, a medium sacrifice. Interesting. Do you perchance know where Arkifer is? I'm on the hunt for him. You have any idea? So any information would be quite useful on his whereabouts. Well, those are the plans. Right, those are the plans. He also adds an attraction to those two women up there, known as Ellis and Gwen, respectively. I think they are from different series, but I am unsure. Well, right now, the current plan is the raccoon trap, with the Dr. Pepper and Lime combination to sedate him. Plan B is to catch him in an urban area, and get him to ingest a chocolate milk snow cone to subdue him. And Plan C, currently, is to gather a raccoon party together to get him out. I guess Limes may just know what they told you. Are you sure? Are you sure, Miss Rosa Midnight? In any case, what do you think he is weak to? I believe that this information would be quite pertinent for my investigation. Do you have any ideas? I'm quite curious. I'm quite curious. After all, I would like to bring down Arkifer. This fella needs to go down for his many crimes. His many crimes. His weakness is nobody being in chat at all. I see. But even then, if no one were to be here, he could still exert some influence. After all, this website here, twitch.tv, it seems to attract random folks occasionally. If that were to happen here, well, another fly will be caught in his web, and his cult still grows regardless. So, he has to have another weakness beyond people being around. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? We can't have him being, catching other people after all. Corey Cutie, hello. Thank you for a known sacrifice. Well, good to know this is a known sacrifice to him. Do a blood ritual to locate him if you bring me more souls to consume. Fortunately, that goes against my beliefs, and I will not be able to procure souls for you. Well, I told you, if he can't stream, then he'll be weakened slightly. Well, I suppose if he can cut off his internet access. Hello, Corey Cutie. Hello. Chat here has been calling me Detective Stranger. Yeah, the cutie, aren't you? Yes, you are. However, I need to know the whereabouts of one Arkifer. He's wanted for many crimes in the human and demon realms. Are you going to say, sir? Sorry, it's okay, Rosa. Of course. But I'm on the hunt for one Arkifer, and he must be brought down. Fortunately, he doesn't seem to be here, so I've been conferring with the members of his Cult of the Stars, I believe that you are known as. Your apologies, that's okay. Do you perchance know any weaknesses of his? From what I've been fed, he is weak against limes, chocolate, and snow cones and maid dresses. However, that is questionable. I'd rather not face down a full power Arkifer. You got a broken toe, and I had to ruin my soul to keep myself safe from the soul stealers. That makes perfect sense. Did Arkifer break your toe? Did he send people against you? So, I can bring you justice. I can bring him down. Alright. I will banish him from this plane myself, once he's found guilty in a court of law. Alright, I do hope you recover well. Goth Arky is his other weakness. You're joking, I see. I'll need to research this Goth form of his. I'm unsure if it's more powerful. However, if it channels anything such as the power of Hello Kitty, well, or Sanrio in general, I'll be put in a bind. Sadly, you're hungry and the villagers told you accidentally ate wasn't enough. I see. Seal Arky's glasses, well, without them, he can't regenerate mana. I see. So we have to nab his glasses. I see. That makes sense. They're probably attuned to him some way. They give him a power boost. However, I have to be nimble enough to catch him. And the glasses seem to disappear when he goes into his raccoon form. So, perhaps they are the physical manifestation of his mana. And if I take him, I take part of his power with him. That makes sense. Very good, Flarex. Very good. This is a valuable plan. Potentially take out Arkifer. Thank you for lurking, Shima. I appreciate it. Your presence is noted, though. Perhaps. That is a way we can go. Watch of Mythos Season 1. What is this Mythos you speak of? What is Mythos about? You'll be in pain, trust. I see. I mean, I need to research this Mythos strategy, but I need to keep him in one place for long enough for where he'll have to consume all of this Mythos Season 1. Is there a Season 2? Or is it like some soft reboot? A series you're not explaining? I see. It's a series on YouTube. I'm assuming on YouTube. That's where I watch most of these videos on. This is even an art stream. I'm planning in an art program. I suppose this counts as an art stream. The very nice of Season 2. I see. And watch Mythos, he'll be in pain. I see. Good. Alright, so we'll simply have to immobilize him then. That way. And once he is immobilized, I will put a screen in front of him. And I'll force him to watch. Or should I say... Yes. I'll force him to watch all of Mythos Season 1. I will do that to your enemies. Well, Arkifer is my enemy, and I would do that to him. Even though I have no clue what this Mythos is exactly. All I know is that some sort of series and has a Season 2. Thinking of a different soul. You may be thinking of a different soul. I'm unsure. 10 years are good. Interesting. This is some good information to have, though. So I will be taking it. Oh yes. Wait. POV. There's multiple. I suppose we simply have to go with the longest running one. The one with the most content, I will be showing in front of him. I think that's the only thing that makes sense, no? Which POV is the longest? I'm unsure, but from what I am looking at here, we have one Rexifer. He also looks like a demon. Or is he in cahoots with this Arkifer fella? They both have fur at the end of the name, but they are spelled differently, so perhaps it's different. Yes, this Rex fella. I think he would be it. Perhaps a one Lally 201 would be another candidate, but I'm unsure. You're on episode 175. How long are these episodes? Soul? You love Lally 201, and she seems like a nice young lady. Do you think she would know the whereabouts of one Arkifer? You think she would spill the beans? I'm unsure personally, but we will have to see. We'll have to wait and see. Hours, I see. Hours per episode, and then... Oh, wow. That is mighty long, don't you think? However, if it keeps him distracted enough, perhaps this will weaken him, and that will be very good. Very, very good. You think she would? I see. I see. Well, it seems I'll have to be getting in contact with her. Though I don't know where I'll be able to find this Lily 201. Though it seems that there are 200 other Lilies running around, so perhaps one of them would know. What do you guys think? It seems like a valid strategy, as they say, to perchance find out the whereabouts of Arkifer. That is what I think. After all, Arkifer is the most wanted right now. With Rex, I see. Maybe, just maybe, perchance. Well, good to know. I will have to speak. I will have to find these Rexifer and Lily folk together then. Then perchance the three of us could find Arkifer and bring him down. We'll simply have to wait and see, though. It seems like that is the common thing among everything. Oh yes. This seems like a valid plan. We have connections. We have connections, and this will be very good. Very, very good. Alright, beyond this, do we have any other ideas to bring down this Arkifer? Hug or praise, I will take either. As long as Arkifer doesn't get it, I believe that will weaken his strength, and we need not worry about it as much, ideally. Or I have no promises. Ads, what a dastardly fella. I'll have to bring those down so he gets to know that your hard-earned time converted into money. What a diabolical strategy he has. Truly, he is the incarnation of evil. And he must be brought down and banished from this realm. It is the only way. It is the only way any of this works out. But we will simply have to see how this, everything pans out in the end. As I am currently unsure how this will all work out. You failed the brownies? How so? How did those brownies turn out? Was there too much? Was there too much chocolate chips in there? Was my advice poor? This person called Dino Sprout. I see. She can know where Arky is. I see. I'll have to be in contact with this Dino Sprout. I'll see if she is available, but I'll simply have to locate her. Yeah, too many, it's not baking all the way. I see. Well, that could be a problem. Someone uses Ennoble, we could find him. What is this Ennoble we speak of? Is this how you rank up in the cult? Gory, I appreciate this hug that you have given me. Simply because it is weakening Arkifer, because he is not gaining the power of your affections. You picked one? I can see that. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. You are all very kind individuals. You don't have the fragments to do that? It seems so. That is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Alright, any other plans? Demon, how do you plan on recovering the brownies? If you let them cool down, that might work out, but I am unsure You may need to leave them in the oven longer, but cover them up so the top doesn't get too burnt. Ich gehe, da ich morgen früh um 4 Uhr Schule habe, und kann ich nicht bleiben. Ach so. Das ist nicht gut. Are you also one of them Germans, Rosa? Is that it, or do you just happen to speak the language? You're gonna go for now. Of course, Corey. If you have any information on this Archifer fella and his whereabouts, please do tell. I'll be back eventually, but we will see. We will see. If I'm not dead, well, I'm sure you guys will find out. You acquired 254,549 star fragments before you could use a noble? I see. What is he doing? What is he doing with all those fragments y'all are collecting for him? You just speak it on occasion. I see. Well, it is good to be learning multiple languages. That means you are a smart cookie. You need 222,796 star fragments before you can do it. Blame Spirit, you don't need it, that is true. I see. Is that one of your moderator powers? I'm unsure myself. But I am curious. Gives VIP now, that is true. It is true. From what I understand, it gives VIP. Moderator is perchance something he holds off on for folks he very much trusts with the power of it. That makes sense. I would do the same personally. However, Archifer still must be brought down, even if we have some common ground, as they say. Well, yes. Yeah, both the jewel and the sword. Exactly. It only makes sense. There's only so many duties you can hold for yourself. It is only right. It's only right. Now, do you have any other plans to find Archifer? I have no clue, personally. A 7th streak. I see. So you've been appearing in his Cult of the Stars for the past seven streams of his. Good to know. Ich lerne viele Sprachen und vertraue niemand. Die sind alle sehr gute Lügner. Alle sind Lügner? Das ist nichts. Nein. But you can have both the jewel and a sword. That is a very good quote. I will be using this in the future and bringing it up to my superiors. They work. Like I mentioned earlier, I work for the Pinkertons. I mean, just lately, I had to find someone who, unfortunately, got the wrong set of cards early. But I handled it. Anyways, though, I don't see no Archifer Sidons around here. Are we safe from him? Are we safe from Archifer? For now? I don't know. I'm curious to know where he's at, because I heard he regularly appears around, these times. Well, to be precise, around 7 PM EST, typically. In this area, but perhaps there's a leak, and that's how he knew I was coming. Or coincidentally, I don't know. Well, the Pinkertons. The Pinkertons are a private detective agency. They are a private detective agency. That's really what I can actively say. Well, they're more so a private security company, but they have, being a detective agency, is a part of that. That makes sense. Some uncooked meat. I hope those are wrapped up. That is absolutely a health code violation. That's absolutely what we call a health code violation. If it is not properly stored, especially if it is near other cooked meats and whatnot. We don't want no cross-contamination when it comes to our food products, especially in the fridge. That's potential to be very, very unsanitary. And he gets raw meat, so he gives to us. I see. We could, well, I don't know how we do this. Raw meats, I'm thinking sushi. I'm aware a lot of people are the fans of this food. But if it involves raw fish, there's a raw meat right there, you could potentially be weakened with it. I am aware a lot of fish apparently have parasites in them. So, potentially, we give him an infected piece of sushi, and we can take him down from the inside. However, I don't know if this will be a good plan, because, first of all, how do we get him to ingest raw meat? Sushi might be too obvious. Perhaps a burger? A burger? Potentially? Have it be seared on the outside, but once you take a bite, it's just raw. That could be a plan right there. I appreciate you giving me this information, Rosa. The world will be thankful for your sacrifice. I'm sure Arkifor will understand what you've done. As long as you don't tell him, we'll be fine. Like I said, I'm here to bring Arkifor to justice. He must be brought down for his many crimes, and he will eventually be permanently banished to the demon realm, where he will be left to the devices of other demons. No, this is a good thing, don't you understand? Don't you understand? This is a good thing for all of us. It's what this world needs, Rosa. Arkifor must be brought down. Even though he's nice, You throw a snake at Arky. I mean, what kind of snake? A poisonous one? Sorry. Venomous. There's a difference between poisonous and venom. It's very important that, the distinction is made. Do we throw a venomous snake at him? So, what kind? We could go for a very potent one. I'm not sure how his demonic nature will affect things. But chance he is immune to poison, but I unfortunately don't have enough data. I'll figure it out, I suppose so. I suppose I'll need to find a poisonous snake then. A cobra. A cobra seems like the way to go. Throw one at him, we'll see. If he gets bit, then perchance he'll be weakened. And in that state, we can get the Majoris on him quickly. And then boom. His powers will be diminished that way. I don't believe this Arkifor fellow is nice. Like I said, he stole his powers. He is a false demon lord. And he must be brought to justice and be permanently banished from the human realm. Are we clear? Well, Plan Z? I unfortunately still need to figure out a Plan Z. Do you have any ideas what we do, Flare? Flare X? You have any ideas of a Plan Z to help take out Arkifor? He's immune to poison? Now, I'm not too sure about that now, Rosa. After all, you just said you were giving away information to the enemy. So I'm thinking, he's not actually immune to poison now, is he? Which means the Cobra strategy has some merit. Who knows? He might have already been bitten by a snake in his raccoon stature. So you're not Plan Z? That is true. It may be difficult for you to be a Plan Z. You are a spirit, after all. But that remains to be seen. So, the Cobra plan. It seems like that could work. That could be a very valid Plan D. So let's grab a photo of this Cobra we'll be using in our plans against Arkifor, and we can bring him down that way. After all, it only makes sense. So let's grab, where is a cobra we could use? What is this cobra tie that I'm seeing here? This does not seem relevant. We steal King Neptune's crown and blame it on Arky. And then we steal the Krabby Patty formula. Well, Mr. Krabs think that seems like it'll be an issue. That seems like it'll be an issue. Alright, here is a cobra we can be using. This will be our plan D. It may be difficult to sneak down to Bikini Bottom though. Around that area of the ocean, the pressure gets very high. Alright, so this is our, we will be describing as Plan D. Now we're all in agreement on this one. We may need a workshop finding King Neptune's crown and stealing it. Seems that would be a mighty difficult. However, if SpongeBob and Patrick can do it, then well, maybe we have a shot. Potentially. Again, no guarantee. But that's a-okay. We'll figure it out. I don't see how the Krabby Patty's secret formula factors into all of this, though. Oh. I don't want to work with Plankton on that one. That seems like it'll be problematic. I don't think Arkifer has gone that far to work with the Plankton. That seems like it'll be quite a, quite an issue. So I'm not sure, I don't think Arkifer is the biggest fan of, just being, like, in the ocean. Just between us. So potentially, that's probably why he's sticking inland. Probably sticking inland so he doesn't get caught out in the middle of the ocean where he'd absolutely hate to be. However, that will also be the last place I would look for him. So perchance we need to take the battleship approach to this. I doubt he'd escape by boat, but maybe he would. That's the problem. But I don't think he'd go that far, so perchance we could rule that out. I don't know. What do you all think? Do you think he'd be smart enough to hide out in the ocean even though he'd hate it there? After all, being on a boat all the time sounds like a miserable experience. I mean, the motion sickness alone sounds awful. He would? I see. It seems we need to expand our search to the ocean. However, the ocean's a big place. If his last known whereabouts were in California, I think we'd need to check out the Pacific Ocean. 100% would. Good to know. Good to know. Well, now we just need to figure out which port he would leave from then. And then from there, just track the likely time he left. And boom. We'll have found Arkifer. And then from there, where is it? Might be near Denny's. I see. Is he perchance dueling anyone at said Denny's? If so, the likely time would be at 3 in the morning, if I do recall. So, if we just figure out who his opponent would be, we could easily catch him up right after, his opponent defeats him, or he defeats his opponent. Because then from there, he'll either be he'll simply be too tired to continue on. After all, his opponent would likely give him a little bit of a run for his money. I don't think he'd seem like the type to go for a one-sided beatdown. He wants a little bit of a challenge, yeah? That makes sense, I think. That makes sense. That makes enough sense, I suppose. Again, we will see. We will see. So perchance, sure buddy, he definitely would jump you. That's only if he can convince the other person to jump with him. So perchance we need to look at a Denny's that's close by the ocean. In California. I don't know how many places this would. It's like realistically. Prizes of. Because I don't know how big a chain Denny's is. I know they're all over the country, however. Specifically along the coast of California. Near a docks. I don't know. I feel like that's getting mighty specific. And then from there, we'll just simply take him down. Perchance with the Cobra. Or with the Dr. Pepper Lime combination. Again, we shall see. but I'm unsure of how well this plan will be executed. So I am unsure. So, do we have anything else? Do we have any other ideas of where this Arkifer could be, so I may hunt him down? My time here is starting to run out. So I should probably get a move on, but it has been very good talking with all of you. So, do we have any plans? Do we have a plan E, perchance? Having 4 plans is good, don't get me wrong, but the more plans we have, the more contingencies I can prepare for. And that is mighty important when I'm going up against a foe such as Arkifer. So, what else do we got? Goodbye, Rosa. I'll see you around, maybe. And you will be free from Arkifer's clutches, but hopefully by the time I appear next. I don't know when that will be, but I will bring him down, and I will bring Arkifer to justice, and he will be banished permanently from the human realm for his crimes against you all and demonkind as well. Does that sound good, Rosa? I hope it does. Because this will be simply for the benefit of all of you. There are no downsides to this. I hope you all realize that and realize what my actions are. My actions are all for you. I hope you can understand. After all, this is what I do for a living. This is what I do for a living, after all. But anyways, as we continue on, any other plans, chat? Do you have anything else cooking up in those noggins of yours? I'm trying to think of what else could possibly bring him out of hiding. I'm unsure myself. What else do we got? What else does this Arkifer like? What is this Arkifer like, chat? I would love to find out personally. After all, I'm curious about him. I need to develop a more complete psychological profile of this man, so I can anticipate his next moves and bring him down. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Alrighty, so come on, lay it on me. Plan E. What are we thinking? What do we got so far? We have the raccoon trap. We have baited him out with the these things that he's into, supposedly. We have the raccoon party, and we have the cobra. And perchance we could catch him in the middle of his duel. And what is this duel? I mean, if he's fighting someone, are we talking fisticuffs, or are we talking like fake lightsabers? There is an important distinction to make there, after all. A very, very important distinction to make. Anyways, this can go here, I think. So that just looks, what would we say, a little more aesthetic. I'm not one for aesthetics, but however, it being slightly off-centered was, not slightly, like really off-centered, was starting to bug me a little bit. So, let's see. Let us see. What else could we be doing, chat? What else could we be doing to take down this Arkifer? Because I'm unsure myself. You have anything in mind? Do we have anything at all in mind to bring him down? That'll be very useful to know right about now. I think. Let's move this up. Let's move the raccoon party up as well, shall we? That seems beneficial for our plans against him. Oh, let's try to keep this as even as possible, shall we? We can do that, I think. And boom. Okay. So, what else could we do? What are raccoons weak against, chat? Now, understandable, Shima. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And if you have any clue on the whereabouts of Arkifer, between now and the time I potentially will see you again, please do tell me. I need to bring him to justice, after all. This is my quest. It is what is my task, and what have I been assigned to do. But regardless, I hope you sleep well, Shima. I hope you sleep well. Let's see. Man, what else? What other things could we do to him? Man, I've heard he's into these Pokemon games. So potentially that is another avenue. I don't know how we draw him out with that though. Someone mentioned this Pokemon showdown. We can get someone to challenge him. Potentially he'll be in a spot long enough for where we could catch him. And then mid-fight, boom. Just nab him up like that. That makes sense. Though, if we're gonna be doing that, I think he'd need to be facing up against what was the term here? A stall team. Just make it just full of Pokemon that are very, very hard to kill. Get them off, it'll be very difficult to, get them off the battlefield. Though I don't know if it'll be easy. I've heard that there's single battles and, what do we say here? Double battles as well. So, which would be easier to do? And to stall them out long enough to where I can go take him out. Will we go for a single battle or a double battle? I'm unsure. Seems there's a lot more possibilities with the double battle. Was the type of combination you can deal with. So, a chance to limit his options. We go with singles. And we just create these wall Pokemon. And he would have just extreme difficulty getting past all that. And while he's frustrated trying to figure out how to combat these Pokemon with incredible defenses, I show up and I nab him just like that. And I will bring him to justice, bring him to a court of law in a May dress. And then the honor will find him guilty and he will be banished from the human realm forever. At least that's the main idea. Well, I suppose this is all we can think of at the moment, and that's okay. That's perfectly alright. I unfortunately don't have many other plans. However, I believe my time with you all is should be ending fairly soon. So it has been nice being able to spend this time with all of you. I greatly appreciate it and all the information you have all given me. Hopefully, in my next encounter with Arkifer, I will not die. I plan to survive, but I give no promises. He is a tough individual, especially with the powers he has stolen. It's gonna be rough. You tip your hat. I appreciate it, Flare X. I would show you how to grow a mustache as good as this, but fortunately, it is just genetics and a lot of coconut oil. It's a very good combination, very healthy for your hair. Best of luck. I will be requiring it. I will be requiring such luck. I will take all the luck you can give. But is there any other information? You die, can you have yeah. I don't see why not. You can have my glorious mustache. Since you asked so kindly and have been giving me information and some ideas for these plans, I'll allow it. You may have this mustache should I become deceased. Yes, if you have any information on the whereabouts of Arkifer, please give them to me. Such as, perchance, when he will be meeting. I've heard rumors in the wind that there is a community night in his Discord on, what is this, April 5th around 7 p.m. EST. You get too distracted for that, I see. That's perfectly okay. I appreciate the help regardless. August 5th, 7 p.m. EST. Alrighty. Well, there's a community night then. I'll be looking out for it. But for now, it seems I must all bid you all adieu. I will be talking to you all in the future at some point, hopefully, if I am not dead. And I will continue my quest to hunt Arkifer. Thank you all, chatters. I greatly appreciate it. I think, well, since my investigation time is here, done over here, let's send you all to some folks who may have a better idea of where Arkifer may be. And why not? you should absolutely check out his Vgen, because then we can figure out where he is. But for now, I'm gonna say we will raid one Rexifer, because he may have information on where he is. Goodbye, Detective Stranger. I appreciate it, Alexa. I appreciate it. Alrighty, chatters. Please raid this Rexifer guy, and perchance we can find Archifer. But for now, I will bid you all adieu. Goodbye.